All right, gentlemen, let's just jump right into this. Last night, the college football playoffs ended. Ohio State won the whole thing. Can we say that the CFP got it right and Ohio State was the best team in the nation? They knocked off a bunch, the number 1 team, the number 3 team, the number 3 team, 5 team, 7 team. They knocked off some big-time teams through the course of winning this whole thing.
Look, both things are true. I hate the fact they got in, not beating a rival, not playing in a conference title game, much less winning it. But did they prove once they got in they were best? Yeah, they were exponentially better. They dropped bombs. They murdered everybody. They had the hardest pathway. And then, yeah, they got the reward by playing Cupcake Notre Dame in the final. High caller, Rob. Told you.
They made it there, though. They made it.
Congrats. And so did Denzel at the end of Glory. How did that work out?
Well, But the fourth quarter got interesting because all of a sudden it was like, wait, hold on.
All window dressing.
Okay.
31-7. My point is yes. Yes, you can say it. Yes, they got it right after the playoff.
Yeah, I think they proved it by when they beat Oregon in the playoff. I thought Oregon was number 1, and they had been number 1 for a long time. But Ohio State proved that, yes, the best team did win the national title.
They just didn't beat Oregon. My goodness.
I know.
That was whew. Can we say that the SEC has some work to do? You're looking at it now. Ohio State is the favorite to win it again next year. SEC, not quite that the giant that we all thought that they were for the last couple of years.
I'm going to say no. I just think it was a matter of circumstance this year. You had Saban walk away. Really hard first year to just, okay, Bama will be Bama. Georgia's quarterback died. I love all the slander like Carson Beck wasn't important. Carson Beck had a lot of big games this year. I think the SEC will win the damn thing next year, and then this will be a footnote. If I'm wrong, keep your receipts, and then my answer will be different. Kenneth?
I'm glad that I didn't say this first because Mike basically just echoed everything I would have to say about it being the Feinbaum of the show. Yeah, Georgia fell on some hard times, and I think next year will be exactly what Mike said. I think if you look at all the teams in the SEC, stack them up against Big Ten teams, I don't think it's as pretty as you might imagine.
No, Kenny, but it's funny that, the Big Ten has won 2 years in a row, and it leads into the next one, and I think I know where your answers are, so, David, I'll leave it for you. Can we say that if I offered you the SEC or the field for next year's national champion, it'd be better to take the field?
I would actually take the SEC.
Really?
I would take the SEC because I think this is just a year that was weird for the SEC. For Texas to be the best team on top of that conference, and they're okay. And I think it was just an off year. And I think Georgia will be better. Their quarterback play will be better next year, and other teams will be better. So I would take the SEC.
Okay. Can we say that Lamar was not the reason why the Ravens lost?
No.
Yes.
Just David, go ahead, and then I'll argue.
Listen, Mark Andrew fumbled the ball, and then he dropped the ball. And I get it. That was a bad fumble by Lamar Jackson earlier in that game. But that receiver cut his route off earlier for that interception. You can see it clearly. He cut the route off, and Lamar knew it immediately. He had already released the ball.
Oh, was the safety going to vaporize?
He had already released the ball. The receiver was supposed to be deeper than that. I'm not putting this on Lamar Jackson.
What do you want from me?
I just want to hear what you got to say. I teed up for you.
Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a duck. Dude's a loser, and I'm done with it. I tried. I believed. No, I believe. David told me read the good book. Read something out of Lamar 46, and I did. And I tried to pretend that his regular season he'd be different. But guess what? Got outplayed again.
No, at the end of a game, great quarterbacks make great plays. He made 2 great plays.
Yeah.
His tight end dropped the ball.
Should have handed it to Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I'm just saying one of the 2 2-point conversions needed to go to Derrick Henry.
I'll give you
when
that.
You're calling for a sprint out, people don't realize that's a difficult throw. You're going full speed, and there's another defender on the field. It's called Mr. Pylon, and it's in the snow. And, yeah, I get it. Andrew should have caught it, but that's why you don't throw the ball there. You got Derrick Henry tractor-trailering Jake from State Farm's living room. You got to hand him the ball one time.
See, I knew you would appreciate that one. Can we say that the NFC North is the equivalent of the Big 12 in college football?
Oh, I see what you. Yes, because they didn't win a playoff game.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll live with it. You had 3 teams go 40-11. It turned out to be empty calories. Yes, I'll live with it.
Are the Detroit Lions Colorado? It's like, no, I'm not. Yes.
Kind of with the way their season ended. Less dancing, more focus.
I would say I was just going to leave it at yes, we can say that. Yes.
I'm just saying because, with all the, we got a 14, 15, and a 14, and 11, and none won anything. Can we say that the Bills, not the Chiefs, are the best team in the AFC remaining?
Taylor Swift, man. The refs. Josh Allen is going to have to beat the Chiefs, the refs, and the Eras Tour. Yes, the Bills are a better football team, but yet Kansas City's going to win. There's voodoo going on in the plains. That's all I can tell you. Go ahead, David. Argue it.
I can't argue it. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Yes, the Bills are the better team. But
Friendship bracelets.
They can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. And why? Because they have help.
And I'm
not talking about Kelsey, and I'm not talking about Chris Jones. I'll just leave it at that.
This next one is not necessarily a can we say that, but more of a what does DeMeco Ryan need to get over the hump in the playoffs?
Offensive line. That's it. The O-line's the last piece to the puzzle there. And let's be fair, right? Like Tank Dell died. Steph Diggs died. I don't think the Texans or the Rams have anything to be ashamed of. I think they played just about as well as you can play, and they just fell short. And when the refs and Taylor Swift screw you, they just got to get that O-line better and hopefully have receivers that are healthy. I mean, buddy, who was their second receiver besides Nico Saturday? Xavier Hutchinson?
And then remember this, Nico was also hurt during the year, so how healthy was he having to carry the load for everyone else that was then gone? So,
but look, the tenants are there for a dominant defense because they've got the pair of edge rushers. I mean, Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson is something else, man.
They can only get to that divisional round,
I know.
And that's it. And I feel so bad for him because it's like, what does this guy need? Maybe it is just the offensive line.
They just got to get a line that can protect CJ a little more. They can lean on the running game a little more. I think they'll be okay. I do.
Okay. David, how about this?
A part 2 later.
I'm going to save the rest of these for later because I have some intriguing questions that I don't want to bastardize. I want to give you the full answers. So, that is, can we say that's part 1?
Lamar sucks.
97-1.